Robert O'Hara Burke was a gaunt, determined police superintendent from Ireland who, in 1860, stepped into the glare of colonial ambition and set out to do what no European had yet done: cross Australia from south to north. The Victorian exploring expedition left Melbourne that August under a cloud of public expectation. Backed by the Royal Society of Victoria and a press hungry for triumph, Burke and his chief surveyor, William John Wills, led a party of men, horses, and supply wagons into the unknown, aiming for the Gulf of Carpentaria and the immortality that came with being first. The months that followed read like a ledger of misjudgment and endurance. The expedition hacked through the western plains, reached Cooper Creek on their northward push, and then Burke made the fateful decision that would seal the story. He pushed a small, advanced party, trimmed to the bone northward in a desperate dash to the coast while leaving a depot at Cooper Creek under the command of William Brahe, obeying orders to wait for a fixed time and limited in supplies, made the choice every weary man faces in the bush: stay until the coffers run dry or leave to save your people. When Burke, Wills, John King, and the young John Gray staggered back across the scorched country months later, the relief camp at Cooper Creek lay empty. Brahe had buried food and left a note beneath a tree. The dig tree, then ridden away on April 21st, 1861. History remembers the cruelty of timing. Burke returned only hours after Brahe's departure. Gray was already dead. Burke and Wills would not survive long on the scant rations hidden beneath that tree. King alone lived, rescued by the compassion and expertise of the Yandruwanda people, who nurtured him until a rescue party found him. The drama did not end with the deaths. What emerged in the aftermath was a different kind of wilderness. Public inquiry, finger-pointing, and the slow unraveling of a conspiracy, not of intentional murder, but of colonial calculation. Newspapers and politicians had pushed urgency and spectacle. The Royal Society and the Victorian authorities wanted a crossing quickly. Prestige for a young, ambitious colony. That pressure translated into a truncated timetable, inadequate supply planning, and a leadership structure that prized decisive action over knowledge of inland survival. Burke, a brave but inexperienced bushman, answered the call to lead. Wills was the expert in navigation and science. Brahe executed orders within the narrow parameters he'd been given. The result was a collision of personalities, misread signals, and a system that treated the interior like a prize to be claimed rather than a landscape to be understood. Inquests held across Victoria laid bare the consequences. Critics accused Brahe of desertion. Others blamed Burke's rashness or the society's impatience. Historians since have called it a conspiracy of ambition, an implicit pact among patron and politician that prized glory over the conservative caution the desert demanded. What looked like betrayal was often bureaucratic haste and tragic timing, yet the effect was the same. 3 lives lost, a nation shamed, and a handful of survivors carrying the memory of kindness from Aboriginal people whose names were nearly erased from the record. Today the dig tree still stands on Cooper Creek, a living monument to 4 hours that decided a nation's myth. The Burke and Wills expedition remains a canonical Australian adventure. A tale of exploration and endurance, of human error under the weight of expectation, and of an unspoken conspiracy, the hunger for fame that sent men into a landscape they neither respected nor fully understood. It is an adventure that taught a young colony the cost of ambition and the quiet courage of those who, like John King and the Yandruwanda, chose life over notoriety.